Hey y'all, Sabrina here. Welcome back to my channel, The Simple Happy Life. Today I am sharing with you my 7th graders cart. I wasn't going to share because it's not that much different from my rising 5th graders cart, but I got asked, so here it is. I went in more detail sharing my rising 5th graders cart, which is the one in the back with how I labeled it and all of that. But I'll link that so you can see that. But I'm just going to give you a quick tour of how we set up his 7th grade cart. And so what you just saw was the front, but here is the back. It is labeled with, see if it helps to come down here a bit for you. We've got math and logic, science, history, English, English workbooks, and reference books down there. And so I'm just going to show you what workbooks and what course books we have for him this year. I kept it really simple. He's trying to be he's continuing to be independent, and I want to make that simple by organizing his work in a simple way. He had some thought process with this with me, so I think he'll be able to maintain this, and we'll have an easy time keeping up with everything. So let's jump into the different subjects, which are broken up into the different magazine files. So we'll start on this end with math and logic. I said in my other video, I want to go ahead and start the school year, and then we will add in logic as we go. But we're going to start out and build up to being consistent with these things first. So here is his math workbook for Oak Meadow. And then here is the course book. So he's teaching, and then the workbook has the actual worksheets. And then this year for math, we used a 5-star grid notebook. So it looks like this inside. I shared this in my homeschool haul. He asked for smaller grid paper this year. We had been using, I want to say it's either 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. In our science section, we are going to continue with main lesson books. So he'll put his best work in here, his illustrations, his papers and things like that. Final work will live in his main lesson book. For science, he's going to be taking science at a learning center, but we'll use Oak Meadow as more of a supplement. So I did go ahead and put it on the cart. So he's got a lab manual and an earth science course book. In this magazine file, we also have his nature journal because we didn't use all the pages last year and I didn't want to waste. So that's what it looks like inside. For history, we've got, well, this will be for English and history because it's combined when they're writing papers and things like that. So his final work, papers, illustrations will live in this main lesson book. We're going to continue with our timeline book. This is from Bookshark. My 5th grader has the same book. For geography, as a part of Oak Meadow, this came with his 7th grade curriculum package. So that I put in his history. It had to fit in my 5th grader's science. If you watch that video, you'll see. But we have it in history for my 7th grader. And then he has his world history course book. And this is just a map. I think I found this at Staples a couple of years ago. It's laminated in hole punch. So have that in there for quick reference. And then in the front here, we have a cookbook stand, which is we use for holding up books when he's taking notes and things like that. It's a helpful little thing to have. So for English, of course, we've got his English course book. This year, the English manual is separated out. English manual for middle school. And then he's got an Oak Meadow journal here, and it's just blank pages inside. And then his notebook for taking notes, for English, history, and science, for exercises and things like that will all live in this 3 subject notebook from 5 Star. So we had individual notebooks last year. I think we didn't end up using all the pages, and I feel like this will be a better fit for them, and we won't have to keep up with so many notebooks. So I thought about using binders this year, but I think they're a little bulky, and he was cool with that. So moving on to English workbooks. For vocabulary this year, we used index cards and file boxes last year, but this is from the School Nest, but I had the binding cut off, and then we hole punched it and put it into this 5 Star flex binder. And like that's what, let's see, I can do this a little bit better. That's what a page looks like inside. And so that's what he will do for vocabulary. We have a reading journal here. He will continue to use this one from last year since we didn't fill it up. This is what the pages look like. My 4th grader last year really enjoyed doing these. So we'll continue with that. The next notebook is a spelling notebook. I don't know if we'll continue spelling tests with him this year, but we didn't finish all of the pages in this one. So I think we'll hold on to it. And if we decide, we'll continue with it, especially words, we may need to work on. For grammar this year, we are once again going to use daily grams. I liked it. It was a simple, straightforward review as we're learning grammar through Oak Meadow. So each day is a review. So that is what we're using. And I like to get the teacher edition because it has the answers in the back versus getting the student notebook. It's the same thing, except it doesn't have the answers in the back. So I feel like that's a cheaper way to go. I've got this building writing skills. It really is just examples and a simple way for him to think about his writing. He liked this guide last year, so I may move on to another one, but for now we'll use this. He liked that. And then, to be honest, his handwriting went backwards this year. I do not know what happened. We were doing well. Then he started typing most of his things and taking notes and writing faster. And we needed to work on our handwriting again. So I picked up this and he's been working through it. Here's what it looks like inside. I just like it because the lines are a little smaller. So I thought that would be a better fit than some of the other ones that seem more kiddie. And then we have reference books here. Bring it in a little closer. I really like the Spanish Boring Words workbook book. I think it's helpful when writing to choose some different types of words and get some ideas. And then I'll hold on to these for now for him. This illustrated grammar and punctuation and math dictionary. So we have the middle schooler notebook. What are those called? Some of you might know what I'm talking about, but there's they come in different colors. Maybe I'll link it below, but I think I might add that math reference book onto his cart. And then here he has a children's dictionary. So that's it for the top shelf. So quickly on the bottom 2 shelves, we've got his laptop, charger, and headphones that live here. He's got pens and colored pencils, erasable colored pencils that live here. I like these because he uses them for grammar, different projects, and they can erase really easily. And then his science kit is on the very bottom on the right here. And then the reader that he's about to start with at the beginning of the school year is living there. And any other books that we need from the library or pull from our shelves to go along with lessons will live down there as well. And that's it, y'all. Here's our simple setup for 7th grade. I think you'll be able to maintain this, and it'll help with a good workflow throughout the year. So if you have enjoyed this, please give a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye, guys.